For most of my life, I found myself moving from one belief to another, not because I enjoyed changing my mind, but because every position seemed to create an opposite. And I saw the same thing everywhere. Some people argued for free will, others argued for determinism. Some believed consciousness creates reality, others believed matter comes first. Some believed in God, others were equally certain there wasn't one. Even discussions about non-duality often become discussions about self or no self. Everywhere you look, the mind seems determined to choose a side. And for years, I did exactly the same thing. I'd examine both arguments, try to work out which one was right. Sometimes I'd change my mind, only to discover another argument pointing in the opposite direction. Eventually, I realised the pattern never ended. Every certainty seemed to generate another certainty against it. Then something occurred to me. What if the problem wasn't the particular beliefs? What if the problem was assuming reality had to fit into one side of every opposition? Perhaps the mind naturally thinks in opposites. We have black or white, self or no self, science or spirituality, something or nothing. But does reality have two? This is one of the reasons non-duality resonated with me, not because it gave me another belief to defend, but because it seemed to point beyond the habit of dividing reality into opposing positions. Of course, non-duality isn't supposed to mean the opposite of duality. The whole point of the term is to point beyond that division. But the mind can still turn the concept of non-duality into something it identifies with and defends. Lately, though, I've begun questioning something else. If no self becomes another conclusion that can't be questioned, or if the word non-duality becomes another idea the mind clings to, haven't I quietly stopped looking? These days, I'm becoming less interested in deciding which side is ultimately correct. I'm more interested in looking directly, not by analysing ideas, but by seeing whether a separate self can actually be found in immediate experience. And I'm not looking for evidence to support a belief, just looking to see what is actually present before thought divides it into opposites. Perhaps that's why direct experience matters so much, because direct experience appears before the mind starts arguing with itself. Now, I'm not saying every belief is false. Some beliefs may describe experience remarkably well. But perhaps every belief becomes incomplete the moment it forgets there's another side to consider. So these days, I'm less interested in arriving at a final answer. I'm more interested in seeing whether the need for certainty is itself part of what keeps the mind divided. And perhaps the moment we cling to either half, we've mistaken half the story for the whole story. If some of these ideas are new to you, video 25, Can You Find the Self, explores what I mean by looking directly at immediate experience rather than simply thinking about it. Thanks for listening.